Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I want to start off this video by saying I have no idea how to feel about this. You're probably clicking on this, maybe wondering what my take is, wondering if I love it, if I hate it. The truth is, I don't know yet. I won't know yet until I'm in it. I think it's like a lot of things in this game. Sometimes it sounds better on paper than it actually is, and sometimes it sounds worse on paper than it actually is. So you just don't know. What I do know is that Alliance Quest to me is always a necessary evil to get glory, to get rank up materials. And those rank up materials mainly consist still of Tier 6 Basic and Tier 3 Alpha Catalyst fragments. What I tell y'all, especially Paragon players that aren't Valiant yet, which is a great majority of our community for so many reasons and so many potential issues. And that is that if you don't give people Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst fragments at this point, or even Tier 6 class Catalyst fragments, especially selectors, I just don't know the motivation. I don't look at Alliance Quest as fun. Kabam said for years they want it to be more fun. I don't care about fun. I care about easy. To me, fun and easy is clearing your path itemless and doing it in a small amount of time that doesn't take up much of your day, and then just enjoying the rewards. That's Alliance Quest to me. That's probably not what Alliance Quest was originally designed to be. And there might be some people watching this that say Alliance Quest is fantastic. I think it's so much fun. I love the path and the nodes and whatever. If that's you, great. I'm not telling you can't think that way. I'm just saying for my personal info, it's all about easy work for maximum rewards. And maybe that's going to lose some respect from people who want it to be as hard of a game as possible. But if you watch my channel over the years, you know that it's not my thought process. Even yesterday's jumping into the side quest, which remains one of the most bizarre things I've ever gone through, I would not have defeated Kamala Khan. It just goes to show you, even Kamala Khan, who I think is in the top 5 easiest defenders in the game, if you put the right nodes on her, you can still lose your entire questing team easily, especially with the auto block BS. And the really sad thing about this month's side quest is that you can lose your entire team for rewards that are such pathetic scraps of rewards that it makes you wonder why you're even doing this in the first place. And some people I've known, they didn't just wonder that. They quit out. They said, this isn't worth a couple of 6-star relic crystal shards. Okay, so to enter the raid map, you will have to pay 180 raid tickets. Map costs for 7 and 8 have been removed, but the raid map will require this new ticket type. So, of course, when Kabam said we're getting rid of Alliance tickets, and everybody was like, oh, good. Well, that's not so that they aren't going to make money. So the big question is this actually going to make Kabam money? Is this going to be something that players are willing to buy into? Because, of course, they want us to, but will that actually happen? Raid tickets will be purchased in team selection screen similar to Alliance Quest tickets. Raid tickets will be sold at a flat cost using the following currencies: 1,000 incursion artifacts, 75 glory, 2,000 loyalty, 8 units. Okay, so I already hate that because, of course, as somebody who has 700 million gold, I just use gold to buy the old tickets. So this new system prevents me from using gold. Now, some people are gold poor and that doesn't bother them, but a lot of people aren't. And I want to use my incursion artifacts for incursion crystals. I want to use my glory for rank up materials. I want to use my loyalty for loyalty crystals. And I certainly don't want to use my units. So all 4 of these, I'm just thinking, what am I going to get out of it? Because I already hate that part of it. All right, players must pay their own way into a raid map. The cost to enter is not shared across all battle groups. They can be purchased with a variety of currencies, the same way you could purchase Alliance tickets previously, but not with gold. For the first raid event, we'll be providing raid tickets for summoners to enter for free. Raid tickets can be accumulated by map 6 to 8 as exploration rewards. Each time you explore a map fully, you will gain the following amount of raid tickets: 6 tickets for exploration, or 24 for week for map 6, 7 tickets for map 7, 8 for map 8. That makes sense. And there are the raid tickets. So it looks like the same rewards, except you've got these tickets added in. Raid tickets can still be acquired during raid events on the maps listed above, but not by playing on the raid map itself. Well, and here's my big thing. Like, if the rewards aren't going to be significantly better than the current model of Alliance Quest, I'm just going to miss the old Alliance Quest. Like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. All right, new features and raid events are here. This is a new twist added every 4th week to Alliance Quest, where players can choose to opt in and play against the raid bosses or opt out and play Alliance Quest as normal. In order to participate in raids, your Alliance must enlist for it in advance of the raid week event starting. You can do this by enlisting for raids on the 3rd week of Alliance Quest using the calendar. Raids will speak to a very specific, very dedicated group of summoners. Because if you aren't doing a raid, you're not a specific dedicated summoner. You're a bee. But to make raid events more meaningful for everyone, whether participating on the raid map or playing regular Alliance Quest, we've greatly increased the reward yields for ranked and peak milestones. You will be gaining much larger rewards than usual for the maps you play, even if you don't play on the raid map. More details for rewards will be provided below in the rewards section. Players entering the raid map have a full week to clear it. It does not reset each day as regular maps do. I mean, that could be cool. For the first raid week event, we will be increasing the max consumable limit to be unlimited for all maps. This change will be limited to the raid map only for following events. All right, so to enlist for raid events, you will be able to use the calendar feature located on the Alliance Quest landing page. You'll need to enlist for the raid map before. Champion requirements. The champions required to enter the map. Only champions with a specific role tags will be available for selection when editing your team before entering the map. Raid tickets are required for entry. The cost to enter the map isn't shared between Alliance members and will be 180 raid tickets each. 180? That sounds like a lot to me. Maybe it won't be, but right now it sounds like a lot. I don't know how to feel about that. Once you have enlisted and have tapped the info page, away your changes are kept, and you can preview your enlistments. During raid weeks, you can enlist for the raid map or play regular maps as usual. If you enlist for a raid week under the new or the next week section, whenever a raid week starts, you will be automatically enlisted for it. When the event switches back over to a regular event, your regular Alliance Quest enlistments will resume. Remember, you need to save your enlistments once you've finished. Enlistments are stored, but remembered if you're going back and forth between enlisting for a raid map or regular ones. Okay. Man, this looks like a card game almost. Which is kind of how I view Battlegrounds, ironically. All right, raid map, how it works. First step is deciding your teams. 3 lanes of bosses. You'll likely want to split up into 3 groups of 3. Each team of 3 will need a player of each role: tactician, vanguard, or assault. Decide each team who will fill that role. Make sure you take a look at the champs in the pool for each role so you can bring the right ones to the fight. These are the icons for each role. Tactician. You see different champs. Shout out to Hyperion. Basically, this is also trying to prevent people from just using Corvus and Hercules to easy mode everything. Okay. Shout out to my man Red Hulk, Avs Man. I think it's kind of weird that they have specific champs. I mean, it obviously limits you to not use Corvus or Hercules. That's probably why they're doing this. And again, I don't know how to feel about it. And that's not to say there aren't going to be amazing champs like Hitmonkey or Domino. But man, look at this. This looks like a Tetris box. There are 3 paths to choose from on the quest board. You'll want to spread out at least one of the roll times. Benefits below. All right, so my big thing, and look, it's our boy Kang. And look, it's me, Shane Test. I'm testing it. I'm Shane. That's my name. Not really. I mean, it is, but not Bat Shane. All right, now that you're at the boss, you want to organize the order you'll be fighting. Oh, this will only matter for the first few fights. Again, this is a lot to take in. This is a lot of changes. All right, roll Vanguard, Weak Spot, Critical Armor, Assault. Yo, this could be a 30-minute video. That's how much information's in this. I can't believe we're already at, what are we at, 9.5 minutes? So I'm going to scroll down, and because this is so much information. It's overwhelming how much information. I don't remember a forum post that has more information than this. Influence buffs. I mean, this is like, I have textbooks in grad school that are less reading than this. They've got so many infographics for this. This looks like something off of Pokemon. Good grief. Map updates. All right, here we go. Finally. All right, reward specifics. So you can see the Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst fragments are only available to ranks 1 through 10. I think that is a horrible decision. And there has to... So if it's not Tier 4 Alpha, not Tier 6 Class Catalyst, those are the two most sought after rewards. If you're not going to get those, and no, 2 or 3 5% crystals for Tier 6 Class Catalyst don't count at all, then this is not going to motivate at all. Because if you're just giving them mainly Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha, that's what we already get before Raid Week. And then I just hate that you can't use gold to buy these either. Champion pool. The Kabam Mike says, hey, everybody, bumping this up for you all. There is a lot to read here. We wanted to give you about a month to digest it. I mean, again, it's like a War and Peace style amount of information. Alliance raid information, it's overwhelming. It's so much. Now, like anything else, it's like starting a board game. You're not going to really know it until you're doing it. But this is pretty overwhelming. I feel overwhelmed just reading this. So we'll see. But if the rewards aren't really that huge, I say have fun, y'all. But I'm just going to stick to the normal Alliance quest. I need the motivation. And if it's not Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst Fragments and Tier 6 Class Catalyst Selectors, then it's not worth my time. Plain and simple. That's my feeling on it. I know this is a longer video than normal, and I didn't even cover half of it. I just scrolled through it because this would be a 20-minute easy video. But, gosh, we'll see what happens. I'll be doing follow-up videos, trying to show you, at least in Map 6, which is what my Alliance usually does, what it looks like. But in the end, this is for the people who want a better challenge for Alliance Quest. But for a lot of summoners, they're going to look at this and be like, 2 words, hard pass.